At dusk, an 18th century farmhouse sits in a dark field. At the far end of the field, a ghostly figure stands ominously. She stares into the camera. Ellie, a teenage girl, is recording a vlog.
Hey guys, it's Ellie. So, I know I said the last video was a one-off thing, but I really want to start documenting my next couple of weeks. Like, since I moved in, I've been having these really weird dreams. But not even dreams, just weird.
In a separate video, Ellie shows us her
I
bedroom.
just realised I haven't even shown you my room yet. So, this is my desk and this is my bed. I'm all unpacked now, so my stuff is literally everywhere. This room is so much smaller. Like, my stuff covers every inch of it.
Ellie pans to a mounted fox head on her
The
wall.
only thing that was in here when I got here. Everything else is mine, but it's okay. I kind of like it. My parents are really insistent on staying here. Like, that's going to really suck in September when I start back at college. And I'm so far away now. This house is from like the 1800s. And the central heating doesn't even work yet. Nobody's even lived here since like the early 1900s. Mum says the previous owners were called like the Jones family, I think. The inside's all been renovated, luckily, but if you were to see it from outside, it looks completely different on the inside. I'm still having these weird dreams. All these animals and this weird symbol. Wait, I'll show you.
It's a square with a small line coming off.
I think it's the only thing I've seen in every dream. It's actually starting to freak me out a bit, but Mum wants to take me to the doctor's tomorrow, so fingers crossed.
At night, Ellie sleeps in her bed. Her eyes twitch as flashing red images enter her dreams. A book, a cow, the farmhouse, the symbol. Ellie awakes suddenly. PAROUSIA.
Hey, so where did I leave off? Oh yeah, so I went to the doctor's earlier and they prescribed me some medication. Melatonin, yeah. I have to take them every night and it's supposed to help me sleep better. I've been drawing my dreams, like what I see in them. And every time I get them, they seem to be getting a little bit longer and I'm remembering them better. I'll let you know tomorrow whether these work or not. And tomorrow I'll show you my drawings too, so tomorrow's update will be a lot more interesting than this one. Yeah, so that's it for now. I'll see you tomorrow, if anyone's watching.
Ellie sits in her bed, sketching in a notebook. She's drawing an eye, something she's seen in a dream. An alarm goes off on her phone. She picks up the tablets and a glass of water. She puts the tablet in her mouth and drinks, but cannot seem to swallow it. She gets more and more impatient as she keeps trying. Ellie has run out of water. She stands and leaves the room to refill her glass. The light in the hallway turns on. While she's gone, the wardrobe door slides itself open slowly. Something, or someone, is inside. Ellie returns and sits on the bed. She drinks and is finally able to swallow the pill. She climbs into bed and goes to sleep. A few moments later, behind her back, a pale, ghostly hand clutches the edge of the wardrobe door. Ellie leaves her house and goes for a walk through the field. As she passes the opening, she hears a childlike giggle and turns. There is a young girl in the field. She approaches, but a man's voice catches her off guard.
Josephine!
She turns, but nobody is there, and when she turns back, the girl is now gone too. Ellie's asleep in bed, but her body begins twitching and her visions come back. In the darkness at the foot of the bed, the ghostly figure from the field stands, her arm outstretched over Ellie's sleeping form. Ellie wakes up suddenly, unable to breathe. She paces around her room, grasping at her neck. Finally, she can breathe again. She leaves the room, stepping out onto the landing. Something catches her eye. The attic door in the ceiling. It looks like the symbol she's seen in her dreams. Ellie unlocks it, and a metal ladder slams down quickly. As Ellie climbs into the dark attic, she doesn't notice the strange girl standing, watching her. When she turns the light on, the girl is gone. The light flickers and goes out. Ellie pulls her phone out of her pocket and turns on the torch. The light lands on the book from her visions. As she curiously approaches, the face of a strange canine slowly appears out of the darkness behind the book. Suddenly, the ghostly girl appears behind Ellie, shoving her to the ground. She's dressed in muddy Victorian nightwear and her face looks ill. This is Josephine. Terrified, Ellie scrambles away, but Josephine suddenly moves to the other end of the room and Ellie is forced to flee. As she scurries down the ladder, she turns and sees Josephine is rapidly crawling towards her, her movements unnatural. Ellie shuts the attic, locking it tightly, and hides in her bed with the covers pulled up to her chin. Now asleep, Ellie has visions again. She sees the book multiple times. She wakes up at the start and bravely re-enters the attic to find the book. The attic is messy, clearly being used as storage by Ellie's parents. As she searches, she stops, smelling something disgusting. As she recoils, she notices the book hidden among boxes and suitcases. It's thickly bound by leather, and when she opens it, the pages are filled with handwritten Latin. Ellie's head snaps upwards as she has a vision. Josephine in the attic, praying over the book. Ellie comes to, and the lights in the attic are off. She hears Josephine's giggle again and decides to leave. In her bedroom, Ellie reads the book, noticing several mentions of the name Amen. She searches the name online, finding a Wikipedia article. The article says Amen is the Grand Marquis of Hell. Ellie gets a vision. Josephine stands in the field with her father. Off-screen, an animal growls, and her father shoots it. Ellie looks up at the fox head on her wall. In another vision, she sees the cows in the field, and Josephine praying over the book again, the page open on a drawing of a cow. Ellie reads the article, stating Amen is the demon of life and reproduction. Josephine's father finds her praying to the demon in the attic, and later, in the field, he shoots her dead. Ellie comes to, closing her monitor. Josephine's spirit looms on the bed behind her.
You killed the animals? You did the same thing to the people before me? He shot you then?
Josephine stares back silently.
Are you gonna kill me? What do you want?
Ellie tries to photograph the ghost, but Josephine lunges, enraged. She pins Ellie down, choking her, but she manages to wriggle free. Ellie runs into the field, trying to get away, but Josephine is everywhere she turns. She pulls out her phone.
Okay, this is everything I've learned, and I know I've not vlogged in a while, but I figured out so much.
Ellie returns to her front door. She pauses and fearfully returns to the field. Defeated and terrified, Ellie falls asleep in the grass. The next morning, Ellie wakes up, still alive and having slept without any visions for the first time in weeks.
I think she just wanted me to know about her story and maybe about her demonic worshipping, or maybe about her dad murdering her. When I think about it like that, I sort of feel bad for her. Is that weird? I've not seen her at all today, and I've had no visions, so maybe that video I recorded stopped her somehow. As I'm recording now, I haven't actually uploaded that yet. I'll probably upload both tonight.
She's peaceful and happy, feeling safe. Ellie is on her phone in her bedroom. As she hears the growl, fear strikes her. She steps into the dark hallway, lit only by the light from her bedroom.
Hello?
She turns, but notices the attic has been opened. She walks back to her bedroom, but stops. She can sense Josephine behind her. Josephine moves closer as Ellie slams her bedroom door shut. Ellie collapses to the ground, seizing, unable to breathe. She squirms on the floor as Josephine appears in front of her, and her visions return in full force. Josephine looms over Ellie, her hand outstretched. Ellie continues to twitch as her visions become stronger than her sense of reality. Ellie can only see visions now as life exits her body. Her corpse lies alone in the room. PAROUSIA. Emily Addington Barker. Macy Savage. GRIMM. Written and directed by GRIMM. Produced by Charlie Moore and Lewis Williams on behalf of ACA. Cast: Emily Addington Barker as Ellie Taylor, Ava Jackson as the voice of the giggle, Brian Grayson as Josephine's father, Macy Savage as Josephine. Lead editor, Charlotte Grayson. Soundtrack: Vision Number 1 by Charlotte Grayson, Josephine by Sophia Rosella, Climbing Up the Walls by Radiohead, Muse by Sophia Rosella and Benjamin Muckleberry. Special thanks to Beth Grayson and Oliver Backhouse. Audio description narrated and written by Charlotte Grayson.